Dopopa Sherab Gyaltsen, the great Jonangpa master, is almost always connected with the philosophical view known as Shentong, or emptiness of other. The theory that ultimate reality is empty of other relative phenomena, but not itself empty. Although Dopopa was certainly its most famous advocate, a number of questions remain concerning the actual genesis of the controversial Shentong theory. According to traditional Tibetan accounts, the theory arose in Dopopa's mind during a long meditation retreat. Although it was not until some years later, after he had begun construction of a massive stupa at Jonang, that he revealed his insights by establishing the Shentong view in writing. The reception of his teachings was decidedly mixed. This was due in part to his use of unusual terminology, and also to the innovative and unfamiliar manner in which he used scriptural vocabulary. But the themes he addressed were not totally original. They were clearly present in a number of sutra and tantra, and had been dealt with, although to a lesser degree, by some earlier teachers in Tibet. It is important to keep in mind that Dopopa was a consummate practitioner of the Sadhanga Yoga, the perfection stage practices of the Kalachakra Tantra. And although he based his doctrinal discussions upon scripture, in particular the Kalachakra-related cycles, his own experience in meditation was crucial to the formation of his theories. The combination of Dopopa's experience in meditation upon Sadhanga Yoga and his visionary contact with the land of Shambhala, its Kalki emperors, and their special blessings, certainly provided the primary inspiration for his theories. But there is also considerable evidence that many of the themes of interpretation which came to fruition in his teaching had been present within the Buddhist tradition for centuries. Kunga Drochog records an excerpt from the Petma Chakyu, an ancient manuscript notebook of Tsen Kapoche himself, in which he quotes his Kashmiri master Sanjana as emphasizing the importance of the distinctions of a definitive nature made in the Dharma Dharmatavipanka and the Uttara Tantra. Kunga Drochog regards this as an extremely important example of an early precedent for the distinctions later formulated by Dopopa. He states that it is Sanjana's opinion that only the third turning of the wheel, wherein clear distinctions are made between phenomena and their true nature, represents the definitive meaning of the Buddha's teachings. This, he feels, is enough to refute the criticism made by Tibetan critics who claimed that the Shinto tradition was completely unknown in India and Tibet until the time of Dopopa. Dopopa did two things in regard to language that were largely unprecedented in Tibet. It seems probable that he first developed a special terminology that involved the appropriation of number of terms from certain Mahayana Sutra and Shastra. Terms which were acceptable in their original context within scripture, but were almost never used in ordinary scholarly discourse. Then he created, or at least made first extensive use of, several Tibetan terms, such as shentong and kunjieshe, to express scriptural themes which he wished to emphasize. He also drew into his vocabulary some key terms which had been in use in Tibet for centuries, such as Umachempo or Mahamadhyamaka. Another central theme of Dopopa's thought is the contrasting of kunjinamshe, literally consciousness as the ground of everything, with kunjiyeshe, literally gnosis or pristine cognition, as the ground of everything. The term kunjiyeshe is not known to have occurred in the writings of any early Tibetan authors. Dopopa himself includes kunjiyeshe in a listing of the various topics previously unknown in Tibet, which he felt he had realized and explicated. Dopopa Sherab Gyaltsen was responsible for the widespread dissemination of teachings, which may not in themselves have been completely unprecedented, but which were not openly proclaimed before his time. He did this in a public fashion beginning in approximately 1330, in conjunction with the construction of a great stupa at Jonang. The impact of his language and ideas is still strongly felt among scholars and practitioners of Tibetan Buddhism.
For more information on what Jonang Dharma says about the ultimate reality, please visit our website at jonangdharma.org. And if you like our video, please subscribe and turn on the notification bell.